Hey guys, and welcome to my first YouTube video ever! Oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm sitting down to film this right now. It is honestly such a dream come true. For my first video here on YouTube, I really wanted to kind of bring back those old YouTube vibes, makeup tutorials and walkthroughs, but I kind of wanted to take it to another level, put my own spin on things. I love fall trends, and I know a lot of y'all do too. I wanted to give you guys two different takes on the fall sunset smoky eye. I wanted to give you an option for my everyday type girls. They gotta get up, they gotta go to work, they gotta make the money, they gotta drop the kids off. They have things to do, honey, and they just can't be spending all that time. Then I wanted to take that same look, and I did want to take it up a notch. So yeah, guys, I am so excited to bring this video to y'all. Please take a moment, like, subscribe, let me know what you guys want to see next. I cannot wait to bring you along, and without further ado, let's get into it. Okay guys, let's get started. Just to lay some groundwork here, my right eye is going to be our everyday version of this fall sunset eye. You can wear it to work, just really easy. I think I'm only going to use 4 colors. It's very easy to do on a day-to-day basis if you love that trend, but you don't have a lot of time. This look is going to be the, I want to be a little extra. I kind of want to stunt. I kind of want to make them know that I really am that girl. We have a special guest joining us today. Pearl decided to make an appearance. She always loves to be in the room whenever I'm doing my makeup. Usually she's actually under my makeup desk at my feet, but basically you're gonna get the same effect, that gradient from those lighter warm colors down into like a beautiful purple, and it is gonna be great. Either way that you choose, you're definitely gonna achieve the overall vibe. I'm just gonna show you 2 different ways to do it because I know we don't always have time. So I'm gonna start by priming my eyes. I personally always use a concealer to prime my eyes. I've been using the Benefit concealer recently. Guys, I'm not saying it's better than Shape Tape, but Shape Tape, Benefit's coming for you. I'm just gonna take like 3 dots. And that's really all you need. I don't have anything fancy I blend it out with. I just blend it out kind of with my finger. I went ahead and did my eyebrows for you guys because I wanted to spare you from seeing me without my eyebrows this early on because, girl, it is a scary situation. This is easier to do if you don't have eyebrows filled in because you don't have to worry about getting your concealer like brushed up into your brows. For this tutorial, I am going to use the James Charles Morphe palette. I really like this palette, guys. It has everything that I need for a day-to-day eyeshadow look, plus all those super fun colors. It's very affordable. You can pick it up at Ulta, you can find it online. I just think it's a really great option, especially for people who want to branch into color, but we're not makeup artists, we're just normal people. I've never had a problem with Morphe eyeshadows. I have always found that they've been really good. So this is what she looks like. For this tutorial, we're going to be sticking to more of our warm colors here, kind of branching up into here. I think I'm gonna do one eye at a time. That way you can kind of follow along more for whichever eye that you're choosing to do for that day. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and do my everyday eye first. So I'm gonna go ahead and open my palette. Okay guys, so we're gonna go in with this yellow shade. Yellows are gonna be your friend, especially for warm tone eyeshadow looks. They look so pretty. Do not be afraid to go in with yellow. It's not gonna be like this one down here. So I'm gonna go ahead and pick up a fluffy brush. I'm gonna go ahead and pick up the M441. It's just a really nice blending brush. So I'm just gonna dip in and pick up some of this yellow shade. Now what you want to do is you want to start blending this into the upper part of your crease. So you can see that color is kind of starting to build a little bit, and I'm just kind of doing back and forth windshield wiper motions. I'm just gonna keep going in, picking up that color, and just keep building it. Eyeshadow is all about blending, and that's not really something that you can skip. So I feel like I've got enough of that color going on. I'm gonna pick up, it's still a blender brush. It's still nice and fluffy, but it is a little bit smaller. It's not gonna cover as much surface area. So for that, I'm gonna pick up the M14, also by Morphe. For this shade, I'm gonna go into the first shade's next door neighbor right here. This nice, beautiful, warm orange. So I'm gonna go ahead and place that just a little bit below that yellow shade, and I'm just gonna really focus on blending. I have wrinkles on my eyelids like normal people, so I sometimes have to pull my eyelid out so that I don't get creases in my eyeshadow. I'm gonna keep blending it in until it looks like, yeah, just about like this, just to make sure that that yellow color isn't completely disappearing. Pearl is sniffing my foot right now. Tickles. Going with that same brush that I was just using, that what is it? 514. I'm gonna go ahead and pick up this shade. So we just used this one. So I'm gonna go right here down. The key with Sunset Eyes is just transitions from lighter colors to darker colors. I know it seems kind of complicated. It's really not. I'm gonna go ahead and pick up that color. I'm gonna use the same brush. Now, I'm not gonna go as high up with this color as I did with the orange. I'm just gonna kind of put it in my very lower crease, right below where that orange kind of fades. As long as you're keeping your brush really low in your crease, don't be afraid to bring that color really in. I know, guys, the blending never stops. Going in with that first blender brush with no additional product, I'm just gonna go ahead and blend that out. Next, I'm gonna pick up just a little bit of that darker shade. So we've used this one, that one, and now I'm gonna pick up a little bit of that one. And I'm just gonna kind of work that really, really low, halfway almost on your lid. I'm not moving it very high up at all because this is gonna serve as a really nice transition for the next shade that we're gonna go in with. So guys, this is what we have so far. We've got that really, really nice gradient. So I'm gonna pick up, this is actually a Sephora brush, okay? I'm branching out, not just Morphe. This is a super old Sephora brush, but everybody's got a brush that looks like this. It's pretty much the basic eyeshadow brush. We're gonna go into this gorgeous magenta color. I call it Barney purple, which is kind of what it is. And we're gonna pick a little bit of that up. And this is where you're really gonna see that sunset eye. And I'm just gonna put this all over the lid. So I'm just kind of sweeping it across the lid. And you can see that that darker color that we used before this in the low crease really just plays as an awesome, awesome transition color into this beautiful purple. Okay guys, picking up just a little bit more of that magenta shade, just so I'm not losing the intensity of that color. Okay guys, so that's it for our right eye. I think it's very, very beautiful, very wearable, everyday kind of colors, but it's still a little bit fun. You're breaking out of that brown box. We all tend to gravitate, especially people who work normal 9-to-5 jobs, we all tend to gravitate to this little bubble, right, of these makeup colors that are really, really safe and that we think are acceptable. But you know, it's 2019, it's time. Makeup is such a way to express yourself. Sometimes a little bit of eyeshadow is all you need to really kind of give yourself that extra confidence boost. So definitely keep watching until the end to see how I finish up both the looks. Okay, attention makeup lovers, let's take it there. I'm gonna go into this yellow shade, the same one we used over here, but I'm gonna pick up just a little bit of this bright yellow. So I'm just gonna go ahead and go into that upper crease. It's the same way that we did with our other eye. So I'm gonna go ahead and dip into both those colors again and just kind of keep blending it in. So see how I'm just kind of bringing it in there? So now I've got this really nice yellow look over here. So I'm gonna go ahead, I am gonna take that same orange that we used, but I'm gonna punch it up and get this bright orange. Let's do it. This time what I'm doing, instead of just going into a blending motion right away, I am just gonna kind of pat that brush just kind of all over there to really lay down that orange. Now I am still making sure that I'm not completely overlapping the yellow. Every time I put this color on, that bright orange straight up looks like Cheeto dust in the best way possible. No offense, James. I love that color. I just think it's so funny. Like if I were to eat a bag of Cheetos and then rub it on my eye, I'm sure it wouldn't blend this well, but that's just kind of what I imagine every time I put this color on. Now I'm gonna kind of start buffing that out. With this eye, you better be ready to devote a little bit more time to your makeup. I'm bringing that into the inner corner, not neglecting it. And just so you know, I usually will start with my eyes and then foundation because I feel like it gives me a little bit more room to mess up. If my outer corner needs to be kind of like sharpened up, if I get under eye fallout, who cares? It doesn't matter. We haven't done our face anyway. You definitely don't have to do it that way. I just like it. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pick up this really pretty, I don't know how I would describe this. Like, it's like a red, but it's not. This one's like a soft red, like a strawberry red, I guess. This is a really small small brush. It is a blender brush, but it's really thickly packed and it's not super wide. I really like it for colors that are going in my crease, but you know, it's still like a smaller area I'm trying to work with. I really find that these brushes work super well. So I'm just gonna kind of stamp just like I did before. I'm stamping that color in the crease just right under that orange, right? Because we're not trying to cover up that orange. We're trying to create a really pretty gradient. So I'm just stamping that color. Love It cannot decide what season it wants to be in. And my allergies, girl, they are not here for it. I haven't even gone in with additional product at this point, guys. I'm just still tapping it in. I have so many friends that ask me, oh my gosh, I just don't know how you do that. Like, how do you do that? Can you teach me? And I'm like, honey, how much time do you have? See how many different colors we put into this crease? I mean, just this upper part alone compared to this has those 2 shades. That's why I say that this one, even though, you know, it is still like, it's something, it's not anything like this. But like I said, we're here to achieve the same overall effect, just in 2 different techniques. And let me tell you, I'm not doing this every day. I'm a nurse, I'm busy. So now we're gonna pick up this color. I can't figure out how to hold this. Ugh. We're gonna pick up this color right here, okay? And I'm gonna pick it up with, let's pick it up with that same brush, okay? So I'm gonna pick up that color, and I'm just gonna go right under where we just put that red. I'm very lightly running my brush over my eyelid. Let's just ease it in there. This is so therapeutic for me. My life is so clinical, so cut and dry, run here, go to a test, you know, and then at work, patients calling, they're counting on you all day, every day. I love these moments where I can just sit here in my own little world and play with makeup. It is amazing, amazing for me. I just love it, guys. So I'm gonna go ahead and still pick up a little bit of that color, but also pick up a little bit of the darker color next to it. So once again, just barely touching my brush. Now this is almost lid territory, but it's still technically crease. So now, do you see how they're starting to look very similar, just a little bit different? So before we go any further, I wanna go back into the orange that we first played with, the Cheeto dust. And I'm just kind of going back over where we initially placed that color, just to intensify that orange, because I don't want to lose it. And so I'm just kind of running very lightly with that orange over there. I'm going to do the same thing with the yellow too, bringing that color back in so it doesn't get lost. And I find that this really makes a difference. All right, guys, let's go in with Barney Purple. And let's go ahead and place her on the lid. And if you think that this is the last shade, girl, you were so wrong. Now I'm gonna blend this almost into the same place that we just put that darker color. See how I'm turning my brush sideways to really make sure I'm getting right into that last color we put down, kind of turning it. It's gonna create just more of a seamless kind of look. See, I brought that purple down too far. If I had my foundation on, it would be a big problem. Right now it's not, because I'm gonna clean this up anyway. I have nothing to lose at this point. So this is what we have so far over here. Now I'm gonna pick up a little bit of this gorgeous dark purple, and I'm also gonna tap in barely, okay, proceed with caution, barely tap into the black. And I'm gonna put that on more like my lash line, barely touching it, just to get a little bit more depth. We're gonna take it there. Next, guys, we're gonna use my favorite color in this palette. We're gonna pick up this gorgeous purple. I'm gonna wet my brush. I'm just using the Dewy Setting Spray by Anastasia, just because it's got glycerin in it. It's really gonna make those colors just pop. And we're just gonna place it. I love this color. She is really that girl, you know? I feel like this color really transforms the look. Now on our easier eye, you can really go ahead and put this all over the lid too if you want. It will work great. So I really just keep this low on my crease, and I'm using a flat brush just to really pack it on. I'm doing more tapping initially, just making sure I'm just kind of really pressing in those colors, and then I kind of move it out a little bit to blend. I don't even think the camera does it justice, truly. We're gonna pick up that dark purple and the black again. Proceed with caution. And we're just gonna kind of tap it in that outer part of our eye. Just blending it in with that shimmer shade. Kind of going like this, bringing it in. And now I'm just gonna go in exclusively with the black. And just kind of tap it. Oh, so pretty. Now to kind of blend out that black a little bit, because we don't want to just leave it there, I'm going to take a little bit of that orange and just kind of blend it. Just blend that outer corner. So guys, this is what we have so far. So this eye, actually, I think it looks fine. I feel like I don't need to clean it up. I feel like it's actually really soft, very nice and blended. But to get this eye to look like we really did something there, and to make it look like we tried really, really hard, I'm gonna show you my trick, okay? Take a makeup wipe. Hold on. I take a makeup wipe and I put my finger in it. Now I have nails, but I basically just do this. And I just kind of drag my finger out to really clean that up. And because I don't have on foundation, it's no big deal. But what I'm gonna go do right now, I'm gonna go ahead and do my face makeup off camera, just because we're really focused on the eyes. And I will be back to do my under eye, my lashes, and just kind of finishing touches, okay? All right, hold on, I'll be back. Boo! This is the bacon dance. This is why you shouldn't do your makeup with your actual shirt you want to wear for the day on. Literally, how did it get here? Seriously? This is crazy. I'm making it worse. Okay guys, I went ahead and put on the rest of my face makeup and my lip products and all that good stuff. So now let's go ahead and get to finishing up the eyes. Okay, so for our more natural side, I'm just gonna dip into that really pretty magenta color, and then I'm just gonna tap into that dark color. Now I'm using a G20, it's like rubbed off on there. It's a Morphe brush. It's a really, really thin, short little bristle packing brush. You can kind of see it, and I'm just gonna take that and run it as close to the lower lash line as I can, just kind of right up against it, and I'm bringing that we'll say like maybe half the way in right now with that dark color, just kind of running it along the lower lash line so it kind of looks like this. Because this is more of an everyday look, we don't want to bring it all the way in. We don't need to smoke it out too much. And then I'm just going to grab, this is a Morphe E18. It's just a densely packed little brush. I'm just going to pick up, let's pick up this little orange color. Tap into the yellow too, and then I'm just going to blend that out. Just run that brush right along that purple. This is just going to help blend everything. See? And now we've got it blended out. And I would say that this look is definitely done. Just needs a little bit of mascara. We're good to go. So if you like eyeliner in your waterline, there's definitely a couple options. If you put black on this, I think it would definitely make it more nighttime, more smoky. For every day, I would kind of suggest, what about a really pretty plum purple eyeliner? It's not going to be as harsh as black, and it brings a little bit of the color onto that waterline just for something a little bit fun. So I'm going to pop this on. All right, now let's finish up this eye. Definitely gonna do a little bit more work on the lower lash line over here to really finish it out. So I'm gonna tap into this purple and a little bit of black, and I am going to pop that on the very, very outside corner, barely moving it in. And what this is gonna do is this really is gonna connect this darkness in this outer corner with your lower lash line. See how it kind of helps round out that look and make it look a little bit more congruent. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pick up a little bit of that purple again and some of this magenta and bring it in probably a little bit more than halfway, kind of connecting that line. All right, and so this is what it looks like so far. Obviously we don't want to leave it like that. It looks kind of harsh. So we're gonna pick up that same little pencil brush, dip into a little bit of this color and bring a little bit of that orange, because we want to make the whole thing look congruent, right? We want the top to match the bottom, and this is really going to help balance everything out too. You don't want to completely blend away that purple. You definitely want to let it have its moment up there, but this is just going to help really round out and finish out the whole look. I'm trying to avoid making my really cute eyeshadow faces. It's kind of hard though. I'm actually going to go ahead and go back into that purple. So I'm going to get that purple. Just kind of make sure that we don't lose that line. Now at this point, you could definitely go in with a black liner over here. I actually really like the way that this purple liner looks. So I'm actually gonna go back in with that over here too. Okay guys, so these are what the looks look like so far. I really like them. So the last step that we wanna do is definitely bring in a highlight color. Like if you have a darker skin tone than I do, a really pretty like gold highlight on the brow bone in the inner corner would look absolutely amazing. What I'm gonna do, because I wanna keep it within that warm family, is I'm actually gonna take a little bit of this shimmer and just touch it into this little gold color right there. And I'm gonna go ahead and highlight my brow bone. And I really feel like this just helps lift the brow and just kind of finish everything, brings it together. I'm gonna take those two shades again, pop them in the inner corner, bring some life down there. Especially since this side is completely matte, I think it's really nice to bring a shimmer inner corner. And on the other side, I'm actually gonna do the same thing. And just put that on the brow bone. Just kind of right there, and on the inner corner. All right, next part is mascara. Definitely on the normal everyday side, you're probably just gonna pop on just a couple coats of mascara, no big deal. On this side, if you're gonna go this far, you might as well put on falsies. So I'm gonna go ahead and put on one false eyelash over here to finish this look up, and then do 2 coats of mascara over here, and I will be right back. I love the way a look comes together once you add a couple coats of mascara. Guys, if you're not using Essence mascaras, what are you doing? I was paying literally, you know, triple the price, if not more than triple the price for a really good mascara. And then I found this one. I will never pay for mascara again. This is the Lash Princess, and it's the one with the curved wand. I'm not gonna make y'all sit through the torture of me trying to put on this false lash. I'm just gonna put on my go-to lashes today. I always wear the Demi Wispies by Ardell. Nothing super fancy here, but I do love the way that they look with my eye shape, and I think it would actually flatter this look really, really nicely. So I'm gonna go ahead and pop that on and a couple coats of mascara, and I will be right back. All right, got those lashes on this lash, and I am all done with my first YouTube video ever. I hope you guys learned something, and I hope you guys liked it. If you do, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Give it a like, give it a comment, let me know. You can follow me on Instagram. My Instagram name is Making Up with Michelle. If you guys liked the way that I did this video today, let me know. I actually would really love to do one with red eyes. Just let me know if that's something you'd like to see. Now I get to go try to figure out editing. Pray for me. I am so technology challenged. So I hope that it goes really well. I love you guys. Bye guys.